chance to talk with Ed Reed about his future 1 year ago at this time. He was skeptical. We never got a chance to speak to him after the game, Coach. What do you believe about Ed's future and what he was able to contribute playing through the pain he did?
Well, I'm very, very impressed and proud of Ed Reed. Impressed with and proud of Ed Reed. Always have been, but even more so this year than ever, as you know, Jerry. But I've seen it where I've seen him say publicly where he plans on playing for as long as he can, and he's told me, I think, I don't think he'd mind me saying this. He wants to play football, and Ed's got a chance this offseason, I think, to be healthier than he's ever been going into a season, because I don't think he has any major, that I'm aware of right now, any major injuries. He's got some things he's got to work through, but I think he's going to have a full year of off-season conditioning, and he's really excited about that. I don't want to speak for him. He'll have to tell you all that, but I think Ed's going to have a great year next year.
John, if you could make one assessment of Joe, good, I guess, a thing that he did this year that, that was new, that was improved, and one thing maybe he still needs to work on, what would that be?
Well, it's so hard because it's so, it's game to game, and week to week. But I think where Joe's going is I think he's going to the place where he's going to be in games like that and take those games over. I'm very confident that that's where he's going to go. I mean, here's a guy in his third year, and there are many plays and many throws and many looks and things like that he's going to look at that tape, even on all through the season, and go, gosh, I know I can do that so much better. And it just doesn't happen overnight. I think it's a process. But, I think, in this league, if you want to win these games and you want to take it to that level, you got to play great defense, and you got to make plays on offense. And Joe's going to be able to do that.
What are you looking for from Sergio, both in terms of his growth physically as well as emotionally or mentally?
Well, first of all, I think it's healing probably, Edward. The neurologist reports and those kind of things, making sure that it's safe for him to play. From what I hear, there's a possibility of that. He's doing very, very well, probably making progress faster than anticipated. Then it's just going to be a football growth thing and obviously a maturity type of thing. But we're going to give him every opportunity to do that and, go through the spring here and see how he progresses. So, I can't say it's high hopes because he's coming back from such a tough spot, but I think he's got a chance.
So even what you were talking about because of this off-field incident, you guys are still committed to trying to develop him as a player?
Yeah, I think, hey, at some point in time, there's a balance to all these things. There's nothing for us to gain by not giving him an opportunity to become a player. We've got a lot invested in him right now. I think he understands what he needs to do. We will see based on what he does, but he's a good person. He's got a good heart. He wants to do the right thing, and he's got a chance to be a very good player. So we'll do everything we can to see if we can make that happen.